Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Fonta, Flora Brewing out of Morganton, North Carolina. This beer is called Space Confetti. The description says a quenchable and crushable fruit beer with local peaches. It's interesting because the description in this is a little different than the other two in this series. The other one say clean saison with these fruits, but I think that this is the same base beer as the other one. The fruit bat disco and the which was the strawberry one, and I honestly can't remember the name of the other one, but it was the blackberry one that I had already done a review on. And those are both really, really good, so I'm really excited to try this peach one. And again, they're clean saison, so no wild yeast. And they're fermented, at least the other ones I had were fermented to pretty much complete dryness, even like the fruit character was. So you got a big essence of the fruit, but there was no tartness and no sweetness. It was really dry, but like fruity, not fruity, but fruit flavor at the same time. It's interesting stuff. So this is the first one where you can really see the color of what the beer actually looks like, because obviously the blackberry one was, purple basically, and the strawberry one was pink because of the strawberries. Peach doesn't really impart much of a flavor or a color into a beer, so I think this is pretty true to what the color of the beer actually looks like. So as you can see, it's a hazy, like darker straw color with about slightly less than a one finger's worth of white head. It's a little rocky. It's not like a big fluffy head, but it's not going away super quickly. Oh man. So the aroma is like very, very big peach skins. Like it's more skin than flesh. I know that sounds weird, but not like peach skin in the sense that it has like wild yeast attached to it. But to me, it reminds me more of like the peach skin than the flesh itself. And then there is like a little bit of like a yeasty estery character from, I'm assuming, the base beer itself. Now, I know with peaches, you really, really have to put a crap ton in a beer to really get a pretty strong peach character out of it. And I do get the peaches out of this, but I will say that this is probably the least fruit forward of the three fruited clean saison cans that they've done. And I wouldn't say that that's better or worse. It's just different. I appreciate it because now I can kind of really know what that underlying beer tastes like more. Because I feel like the raspberry one and the blackberry one and the strawberry one were, they weren't just straight fruit. You could taste the beer, but this is more beer forward. And you can really get an appreciation of like that nice, like spicy, yeasty character of the beer itself, but it still does have a peach presence as well. I don't know if I said, but this is 4.8%. I don't know if the other ones, swoon units, sorry, it just came in my head, was the blackberry one. I don't know if they were all 4.8, I can't remember. I think the swoon units was like a little stronger than the strawberry one for whatever, the fruit bat disco. I don't know why. The carbonation level on this is perfect. It's so weird because to me it really has like a it's not tart and it's not like Brett, but it has like this earthy wild feel to it, and I'm guessing that's just from the saison yeast that they have, their house clean saison yeast. But it almost like, so I don't know if any of you listening to this have ever been to Fauna Flora, but like before you even actually walk in the door, probably like 5 feet from getting in the door, you can smell what the place inside smells like. I mean, it smells like first thought in my head was mold, but it's not mold, but just like this deep, like old antique wood, like musty character, which I absolutely love because I think it just accompanies the beer so well because they're all like earthy. Some of them are wild, some of them aren't, but they all have like that earthy character to them, and this kind of like it makes me think that that's what it is. And maybe it's something with the well water that they brew with too. I'm not sure. But it just kind of has that like house. I guess it's probably because I've had clean saisons from them too, so it's probably that. But it just has that Fonta house taste, which I don't know what it is, but I just if you've had enough of their beers, especially if you drink them there, because of the way the place smells and the ambiance, you would understand what I'm talking about. And it's great because like usually you only get that there, but when I like drink it at home and really feel like I'm drinking there, not that it's really far away, it's like an hour away, but still, yeah. Honestly, this might be my favorite of the three. The other two were more fruit forward, but I think this is just a little more complex because you really get a lot of the complexities of the base beer, the saison itself, and then you do get that like nice like peach skin character as well. And I think the swoon units, this was $14, I think. So is the Fruit Bat Disco, which I think are really great prices for these. The swoon units was like 17 or 18. I completely think that's justified, and I understand it because blackberries are really expensive compared to peaches and strawberries. So I attribute that 100% just from the cost of the fruit. But this is absolutely a buy for me. It might be my favorite in the series. And these guys just continue to knock it out of the park for me. You know, every once in a while I have a beer from them that I'm not like the biggest fan of, but it's not because it's not well crafted. It's just because they do some odd stuff sometimes, and sometimes it's just a little too out there for me. But I understand why someone else might appreciate it. But I mean, most of these cans and some of like this last batch of Brutus they released and the tip of the Vibers with the Merlot grapes have just been off the charts good. And I love the fact that I can even get them like right down the road. But if I want to get all the stuff, I can just drive there. It's only just over an hour away, so I really appreciate the fact that I'm pretty close to them. So. Yeah, that's all I got on this guy. Another great beer from Fauna Flora. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.